All right, guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be opening a BMW 135i set of headlights. This headlight actually has a glue called permaseal, which is also called a cold glue. Extremely hard to open. Whenever you do this, you have to be extremely careful. A lot of people have asked for this, so what we're going to do is go through the steps that I've taken to be as least destructive as possible. And once you open the headlights, you might as well do like a projector upgrade or something like that. Now, we'll walk through that as well. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first thing you want to do is set your oven, not convention, but to bake for 270. What you want to do is make sure that you have plenty of room in your oven. Also, what I've done, I've taken most of the electronics out. There's still some in there, but I've taken most everything out here. No ballast, all of this here. As we were waiting for this to heat up, I did want to review a couple things with you really fast. We'll go over the tools. I don't like a lot of people talking through videos, so I'll try to make this fast. You have to be very careful because once you heat this up, all of this plastic inside will be very soft as well, right? So you see these clips here, it actually attaches inside this channel. You have to be careful here because it'll break right here. So be very careful whenever we're doing this. There's another one here. I actually broke that one last time. I had to JB weld that one. Also, there's tabs as you look around. There's a tab here. There's a tab here. You need to make sure that those release whenever you're trying to release this lens. There's some on top here. There's one there. You can see the glue there. That's about it. So just be very careful whenever you're trying to pull this off. In addition to that, what we'll do, we'll work this bottom section first because you're not going to see this bottom section. This is less risk as far as water as well. Most of it's going to come from the top up here. So whenever we work this, we're going to work this channel here first. We'll probably have to reform this, but as you can see, there's plenty of tools that I have. Really, the main tools that I'm going to use are these two guys right here. Just two flathead screwdrivers. Probably use this big guy as well. But those are going to be the main components that I'm going to use. In order to scrape off inside of the channel, these are from Harbor Freight. I've got a full set of these. There's a smaller one that I'll also use, but these are really, really good on getting a lot of that glue out. I also might break out the high temp gun, and as I'm trying to pull this glue off, I might try to work that or reheat that inside of the oven. So we're going to wait until the oven heats up. Once the oven heats up, we're going to put this on for about 10 minutes. Again, we'll start here and work our way around. So I'll go ahead and pause here, and then we'll come back whenever we put this in the oven. Okay, guys, the oven has been preheated. It is absolutely critical that you allow it to preheat. Do not put it in before it reaches temperature. Again, I repeat, do not put it in before it reaches temperature. Now, since it has reached temperature, take the light down here. Then you give your wife a big hugging kiss to allow you to use her oven. You just place it in here. Make sure it's not really touching the lens. It's sort of hard to do with one hand. Just make sure there's good clearance. And there we go. We lock her in for about 10 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Okay, then we just let it bake for 10 minutes. Let me show you why you're doing this. Let me show you what it's going to look like once it's finished. I've already done one side of this. I'm going to show you why you do this. Look at the lens. Look at that. I did upgrade the projector. As you can see, it sort of has a blue clear projector lens compared to the old one. I did not want to upgrade the angel eyes. I didn't want to mess with that. I just wanted a clean OEM look, just an upgraded OEM look. So that's what we're going to look like afterwards. You can see the new glue that we used here. So yeah, that's the reason that we're doing this. As you can see, the difference in the projectors. This has a Fresnel lens. As you can see, it's sort of like dimpled like a golf ball. It blurs the cutoff. There we go. So now we wait for about 10 minutes and we'll pop this thing out of the oven and we'll get to cracking.